Dean Schiffeletti takes the Illawarra Steelers out. A tremendous home and away record. 10 times they've played here at the Steelers Stadium for 9 victories in 1992. Is it any wonder that they're lying third on the Winfield Cup Premiership ladder coming into the semi-finals? Let's have a look at their side for tonight. Riolo is the fullback, Wishart and Girdler. Well, Girdler will play centres with Fritz, Talls on the wing. Then it's Simon and Neil, Cross, Pinchinelli, Goldspink, Dunn, Waddell and Schiffeletti. So we wait now for the Broncos, the minor premiers, raging hot favourites, taken out by Alan Langer. And a sprinkling of Broncos fans here at a windswept Illawarra Steelers Stadium. Very, very cold as we look at their side for tonight. And Julian O'Neill at fullback, Savage and Curry are the wings, Morganson and Johns the centres, Walters and Langer the halves, Madison, Can, Gilmeister, Allen, Lazarus and G make up the forward division. John Simon is at 5/8 tonight, and there's the kick-off. Julian O'Neill sending it down. Simon was the man that fielded it. Cross is the man that runs it. And they're 15 away from their own line. Peter Sterling and Paul Vorton join me.
This is a good opportunity for John Simon to once again display his wares. He's come into the side, into the 5/8 position, which has pushed Dale Fritz into the centres. And they are playing with quite a stiff breeze behind them, Illawarra, in this first half. John Simon is just the man to capitalise.
And I'd expect Simon tonight, Peter, at the 5/8 spot, as we see a penalty. First penalty of the match goes to the Steelers for holding down the play of the ball. But I would expect Simon to do a lot more running tonight.
Well, I think if he's going to battle his way back into the semi-final first team, that's exactly what he's got to do. He's a much more dangerous player when that happens. Glenn Lazarus there, the man penalised for the Brisbane team. So Illawarra will have possession well in the Brisbane half. This first set of 6 early in the game.
You're in for a tremendous night of rugby league right here on 9. This match will be followed by the final between Fairfield Patrician Brothers and Harristown State High of Toowoomba in the final of the Commonwealth Bank Cup. So stay with us right through the night. A tremendous galaxy of rugby league coming to you. The scrum is about to go down just outside the Brisbane 22 line.
Poor mistake there by Brett Goldspink, also just coming into the side. That's not the way to start a game in the top grade. He'll be looking to make up with some big defence now as Brisbane decide to go wide, but a great tackle. Rod Wishart coming in off his wing.
Tremendous tackle by Wishart. He umbrellaed in and hit the centre and hit him hard. Ball played by Andrew G. Lazarus goes ahead. I think Illawarra probably learned something from the match that they probably watched between Newcastle and Brisbane last weekend. Lazarus has to be contained. Ball played by Can. Langer now. Chris Johns trying to make the break. But that's the end of the tackle count. The Steelers get a quick play the ball. Schiffeletti works out. Centre of the ground. He's flung to the turf there.
And the value of Michael Neal was again illustrated there on the last tackle. He got through on Alan Langer. Langer looked to pick up a man outside him. Didn't have time to get the kick in. Illawarra got the ball. Last tackle in good field position.
Heavy stuff on Waddell. Schiffeletti for Neil. Bad pass. Mongrel of the ball. Simon. Pulled back by Gilmeister. Now it's Neil. This is Billy Dunn. 5 tackles gone. Simon sending it pretty much down into that left-hand corner. O'Neill eventually harnessed there by the Steelers down in that bottom corner. Savage.
We've seen teams this year really capitalise on the home ground advantage, and this may sound a little bit strange, but when you train on the ground and play on it consistently, you do get a feel for the ground. That was what John Simon's kick looked like there. He knew just how hard he had to kick it. He's done that plenty of time here on the Steelers Stadium, and he was able to keep the ball from going dead in the in-goal area and put pressure on Brisbane.
Ball played by Lazarus. Gavin Allen. Tackle didn't help Gavin Allen. We'll keep an eye on him in back play. Riolo goes back to his own 22 line. Good chase by the Broncos. Pauls. Neil. This is Fritz. In the unfamiliar number 3 jumper, but he does well. Pauls again. Trying to catch Brisbane inside the 5. Schiavelletti for Neil. Cross. Pincinelli was on his outside. Goldspink has come from the field for the men in red. Neil using Waddell.
And I've got little doubt that is still a legacy of the shoulder charge put on him early in the game by Glenn Lazarus. Still had trouble with that left shoulder.
Back now to the left for John Cross. Langer first man there to receive him. Schiavelletti away for Dunn. Runs very strongly in possession of the ball. Just into Broncos area, 5 gone. John Simon is with it. Uses the grubber down inside the 22. Julian O'Neill has lost it. Simon can't pick it up. It'll be a knock-on. It's a penalty. Penalty to the Steelers.
Watch the incident here. As O'Neill goes down, one of the Steelers players taken out. It's O'Neill there, but look, Simon had knocked the ball on. I don't know how he could be penalised for holding Simon off the ball. Sterlo. Well,
that's certainly the ruling, isn't it? John Simon, who put the kick through. I thought Julian O'Neill should have attacked the football. I know it's difficult when you've got your own players coming back and chasers coming through, but he did wait to see what the ball can do, and unfortunately rugby league footballs bounce all over the place. In the end, he wasn't able to clean up, and he comes up here. Well, he takes John Simon out.
But he had already knocked the ball on.
That's right. Would have been a scrum.
Keeps it low, hits the upright, goes through. It's a goal, all right.
Oh, it's been the world's worst kick, but it's gone over. Off the left-hand upright.
27 minutes gone, and the Steelers lead 2 points to 0. See it again. Watch the touch judges. They don't know what's happened. And all of a sudden, they both put their flags up in unison. Scoreline repeating, Illawarra 2, Brisbane yet to score.
Well, that kick nearly hit both uprights there.
What's that called, a cannon? Richard play. This is Morrissey on the field for Goldspink. Waddell. Walters and Johns planning to make the tackle. Neil now cutting out Pincinelli, finding Cross. There's the chant going up for the Steelers now. This is their very own Lang Park these days. They've attracted big crowds, and they are absolutely jam-packed in here tonight. Schiavelletti. That's too big off the boot of Dean Schiavelletti.
Yes, John Simon found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time there. He was the dummy half. Marcus put some pressure on, picked up Schiavelletti, who had to come back to his good foot, and unfortunately put it over the sideline.
Gilmeister. Gavinelli. Langer with a long ball from his dummy half. And now for Walters. Walters lets one go. Johns picks up O'Neill. Brought down 25 out from the line. Lazarus.
Well, you get the impression that the Broncos are just a little bit flat in attack. I don't mean not putting the effort in, but actually physically not standing deep enough.
Yeah, they seem to be. What they're doing, they're corridoring in the ball up the field, which means they're taking a ruck 10 metres one side of the field of the ruck, and then one as Langer has a go at it. But that's well fielded by Riolo. And then the other ruck, next ruck they take out is 10 metres the other side of the ruck. So they're making it easy for the Illawarra defence. They're really not doing much with the ball at this stage.
30 minutes gone, Illawarra 2, Brisbane yet to score. Let's go down to the sideline while this dropout is taken by John Simon. Tony Ray.
Sterlo, you're right on the mark when you mentioned Goldspink suffering from a sore shoulder from the Glenn Lazarus charge. He did have a sore shoulder. He's gone in. He's having a bit of a rest. He's sitting on the bench now. He might take further part in the game.
O'Neill taking it back to the 32-metre line. To the blind side for Gilmeister. Swarmed over there by Fritz and also by Dunn. Madison now for Andrew G. 22 metres away from the line. Gavin Allen with a roll on. Straight through. Gets it away from Madison. Madison.